Hello, this video is going to be about how to take apart the front of the piano and this thing here, and then the lid. And don't forget the bottom piano. I guess first all, you have to lift up this. Once you lift up that, you can have access to this. There's these clips in there that hold the thing in. What you do with the clip is you're supposed to lift it up. I'm going to do this with the flashlight. The clip has been lifted off the screw. And then you do that on both sides. Lift up both clips. There's simple clips. And then you just lift the whole thing up. I have to put this down. See if I get a good view here. I got a good view. So after you've lifted up those clips, you should just lift off, and you can get inside the piano like that. It's probably the easiest part of taking the piano apart. I'm not going to take out the action or anything, just the case parts. And then set it somewhere. 1 second, cat. There we go. 1 sec. Ow. There we go. Just my cat out. Side. That's about the, like I said, the easiest part of the whole entire thing. Okay. Back to the rest. Now that you got down to bare bones. Oof. To take the rest of the piano apart is a bit of a process, as you can see. 1 sec. Okay. There's the front. Now we're going to take this part off. This desk sits above the lid here. 1 sec. Close that lid. The keys covered by key cover. Okay. So to take apart the next part, I recommend closing this like I did on my piano. And then there's these 2 screws here. 1, 2. Oh, well, on this piano it's flathead screwdriver, so get the handy screwdriver and stick it on the screw. And twist it left. Well, all screws twist left to get them out. It's hard doing this a little bit. Yeah, looking through a phone camera. There we go. Almost there. This is only the first screw out of the 2 that there are to lift this whole piece off. 1. Set them somewhere safe. We're not going to lose them. And then the second one over here. There we go. Once the second screw is out, you can get the rest of the piano apart. Perfect. Second screw out. Now it's all about lifting the piece off of the piano. As you can see, I'm gonna lift it up. It's the whole piece. Ooh. See? And then I'm just gonna set this in a safe place, like I did with my other piece of the piano. And then that's off there, showing this. Now, the lid is, in my opinion, the hardest part of the case. There's 2 more screws in there which come out. Okay. 1 sec. I don't know if it's going to be long enough to show me putting it back together, but yeah. First screw. And there's 1 more screw over here. comes out. This one's a feisty screw. And almost done. And there's the second screw for the lid. And then I'm gonna do that. And ooh, this one's a harder piece to get out. There it is. The whole piano is down to its bare bones at the top. Yeah, that's what I'd call it. The piano's bare bones. You can see all the inner parts of the instrument when it's like this. And you see all the keys and they come up. Keys do come up. But yeah. That's the key slip. That's the top of the piano. And then the bottom here, I'm not going to take it fully off, but there's a clip here and it comes off. I seem to have enough time to maybe put it all back together. See if we can get a good angle of the piano here. Yeah. Right there. Now I'm going to put everything back together. This part should be pretty easy. Yeah. The lid. The lid. Flip it back in there. Try and get it in as well as you can. Okay, everything's all in place. Yes. You put the screws back where they were. That's basically all you do. You put everything back exactly the way it was. First screw. Make sure everything's tight. When assembling a piano, you have to make sure every part is tight. You don't want to have loose parts. Okay. Next screw. Okay, as the screws for this part are in, tight. Yes, tight. You go to part 2, which, this baby, this puppy thing right here. And it slips in just as you took it off, right in there. And then again, you take the screws. And you screw them in, as you did with the other one. Take screw number 2. Almost. Hopefully I have enough time to get through this whole video. I might have to cut it short. I might not be able to assemble everything on it. And that is most part it. Let's get to the last part of the case assembly, which is the front panel. This big thing here. Let's get it on the piano. Now, as it was in the beginning, it works about as the same trying to get it on the piano as it was trying to get it off the piano. You just slip it into these two little knobby things. Don't actually know what they're called, but yeah, simple enough. And you put the clips back in over the screws as they were in the beginning. And voila! Everything is back to the way it started. Then you just shut the top. Nothing ever happened. I guess that'll be it.